Free same-day estimate. 402-423-6960. ActionLincoln.com.
Automotive Solutions is Lincoln's one-stop shop for all your vehicle needs, from vinyl wraps to engine repair and maintenance. Automotive Solutions offers fleet services, as well as printing and graphic design for vinyl applications, plus installation of vinyl for boats, trucks, cars, and anything else you want wrapped. Perfection is their standard, and they never settle for less. Call today at 531-249-5600 or go to automotivesolutionslincoln.com to learn more. That's Automotive Solutions, 2024 Southwest 5th Street in Lincoln.
Perch Merch is your one-stop shop for all your printing and promotional needs in Lincoln, Nebraska. They specialize in screen printing, embroidery, vehicle wraps, window wraps, print collateral, promotional products, and signage. At Perch Merch, they are committed to delivering high-quality products and exceptional customer service. Their experienced team of designers and printing professionals will work with you every step of the way to ensure that your vision is realized. Call for a quote today at 402-217-5212 or go to perch-merch.com.
Step into healing at Prairie Orthopedic and Plastic Surgery. Our team of top-notch medical professionals turns pain into progress with state-of-the-art treatments and compassionate care. Visit prairieortho.com and discover the difference in quality orthopedic and plastic surgery services tailored to your unique needs. Your health matters, and Prairie Orthopedic and Plastic Surgery is dedicated to helping you thrive. Reach your full potential. Embrace a better tomorrow with Prairie Orthopedic and Plastic Surgery.
Load up on meat and more this winter at the Mercado by Certified Piedmontese. This week's special through February 11th is $2 off burgers, limit of 2, 20% off sauces and spices, and 5 pounds of 75/25 ground beef for $20. Limit of 2 while supplies last. Locations at 84th and Havelock, 30th and Yankee Hill, and now 85th and Old Cheney in Lincoln, or 168th and Maple in Omaha. Get to the Mercado today for the best meat in town.
93.7 The Ticket, Fox, KFXL weather. Sponsored by John Henry's Plumbing, Heating, and Air Conditioning.
The Lincoln forecast for today, we'll see increasing clouds throughout the day. It will be breezy with a high around 45. Tonight, a slight chance of wintry mix, otherwise mainly cloudy and a low near 26. Tomorrow, a slight chance of wintry mix in the morning, otherwise mainly sunny and windy with a high near 57. I'm meteorologist Kyle Tucker from 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Advanced Medical Imaging is the largest radiology group in Nebraska, located in Lincoln at 7601 Pioneers Boulevard. At Advanced Medical Imaging, they utilize state-of-the-art technology and blend it together with their compassionate, skilled team to guide you through every step. Whether it's an MRI, CT scan, or X-ray, their precise diagnostics help your doctor deliver the best care plan for you. Choose clarity and comfort in your life by choosing Advanced Medical Imaging, located at 7601 Pioneers Boulevard and online at amimaging.com.
This is On the Block with Strick and Austin. Nebraska Basketball Hall of Famer and 9-year NBA vet, Eric Strickland. Nebraska Football Hall of Famer, Jay Foreman. Middle school basketball coaching legend and Duke basketball shooting coach in his mind, Austin Orman. Coming at you live from the heart of Lincoln, America. On air and online at theticketfm.com. Presented by NIPCO. This is On the Block.
Welcome to it on a Friday. Glad you're along for the ride. Thanks to everyone who stuck with us all week as we made the time shift from 2 to 4 till our current time 3 to 5. I'm Austin Norman. To my left, Eric Strickland. He'll be back on Monday. Jay Foreman, you heard his name in the intro. He's been with us for old school. He's gutting it out. Jay says he's finally starting to feel back to normal, so we will have him back in the fold on Monday. At least that is the plan. Only got one 3-man show in all week. That's all right. We will get fully in the rhythm next week. But he's Strick. Happy Friday, partner.
Feel like the Phoenix Suns and the Brooklyn Nets and all of that.
So you and I are very clearly Booker and Durant. That means Jay's Bradley Beal.
That's a fact.
You want to take the Booker role? I think I'm
KDZ. You understand? Because I'm getting money. I get buckets. Now you, on the other hand, you kind of a little soft with that. You know, KD goes a little hard to the paint, a little hard to the rack.
You calling Devin Booker soft?
Devin Booker talks about in the summer, no double teams. No, stop it. You would never hear Dwayne Wade. You'd never hear MJ. You'd never hear, Magic and all that talk about no double teams. Now, Magic was funny.
Yeah.
Now listen.
The Magic Man.
Listen, you play a 5-on-5 game with Magic, and you hope you're on his team. Not by any reasons of just domination of that, because if it's a close game, if you don't beat Magic by 5+ points in a game, it's a foul every time down. You could just swipe and hit nothing but straight areola. I mean, air. I'm sorry. That was the wrong word.
What do we... Bruh.
Air. I promise that was wrong word. Air. That
Thank
part.
you.
Okay. Air. And he would literally call a foul so he can get the ball back. If he misses a shot and he's fading back into oblivion.
He was pushed.
With no push. So you would much rather be on his team because I promise you're not winning.
I'm telling you right now, Stricky, I was essentially the Kevin Durant of Nebraska Class C1 basketball for a year. So I got the build and everything. Yeah, that one's cap. I'll give you that. I'll give you that. No. I did, I did have some positional versatility, though, Stricky.
You did.
For Nebraska Class C1. I played everything 1 through 4.
Well, you know what? That's why you're a shooting coach in his mind.
In my mind.
No, but listen, what positions you play?
So that was interesting because I started out as a point guard because I was like 5-0 as a freshman. And then I kept a lot of my guard skills as best I could, but I played a lot more wing. So in my mentally, I consider myself a point guard. In terms of my most played positions, I was probably a 2.5 and a 3, could moonlight as a 4.
Okay. So good stuff today.
Mm-hmm.
It's Friday. You definitely know Friday. We got Freestyle Friday cracking. And also joining us today will be one of I've got to say, honestly, he's one of the best teammates I've had, and that's Joe the Beast Smith. You look at Joe Beast and you ask, where did the Beast come from? I think that's going to be a good question. We ask him, how did he get, the name? But Joe, when we were playing in Milwaukee, I'd go over his house and we would just sit there and have some conversation. And it was always fun just to kind of chop it up with just good, wholehearted, down home, good brothers. It is always pleasurable. And he had like a little studio in his basement because Joe liked to write and rap. And so one night we all went down there. I think it was me, Michael Redd, maybe Desmond Mason, and Joe. And we wrote up something, and we all kind of got a little segment in the booth and dropped some fire, some super hot fire. I ain't a rapper.
But you were letting it, you're spitting? You got bars, Tricky?
Hey, I came with a little something. I wrote a little something down. Death Row Records might have came trying to holler at me, Ooh. They would have called Eastrickalypse now.
What?
Tupacalypse. Eastrickalypse. You didn't hear. You didn't understand.
You know who else is bringing it today, Stricky?
Who we got?
Nebco.
Super. Nebco. 1908.com. Been around a long time.
4th gen. Family owned and operated.
They dropping super hot fire.
And preventing them.
And all of the above.
Shout out Nebco. Cubsker, thanks for chiming in on our Starter Heyman Jewelers text line. He says, happy Friday, Stricky, Austin, and fellow blockheads. Cubsker, happy Friday to you. And he asks, Stricky, got a mixtape out there?
No mixtape. But I will say, listen, you guys have inspired us because you have been such great listeners, friends of the show. Stay tuned. Austin and I are trying to put something together where we're going to call it the Blockheads, and we're going to create a shirt so that way you guys will be able to come down here, put on your Blockhead shirt, walk by the window if you get a chance because the weather, we're going to try to do it, but when the weather gets good, probably around the March time frame, And you guys walk by, man, wave at us. We'll snap you up, take pictures of you, man. And as you're making your way by 1040 O Street, right here where the ticket is located on the corner of 11th and O. And man, I think that was a good idea. Somebody recommended. I don't know if it was. I don't think it was Cubsker. It might have been.
We've had so many good ideas.
Yeah, you guys are great.
So just know those are written down. We are working with our graphics person, Gracie. She is incredible. I'm sure she will come up with some fantastic designs for us and, of course, for you on T-shirts. So make sure you stop by 1040 O Street. We will certainly let you know here on the show and on social media when those are live. Huskers P, no, he is not. That's just Stricky being Stricky. OG CJ, shout out, guys. Always listening. OG CJ, shout out to you as well. Riley W shirts are coming. And yes, Austin is indeed the melanin lacking Slim Reaper. That's me. Eyeball sandwich, left and right, Stricky. You tell me where you want to get scored on. I will score on you from there.
You get buckets, my boy.
Only on you, specifically on you.
Never
Block
on
me
Stricky.
up. Block me up. I dare you.
I could put the clampy clamps on you, my boy. Pause.
Okay, well, as long as I can play for 6 minutes, I'm good because you got 5.
That's all I got. Good 5. And I'm out the door.
Hey, Freestyle Friday. Let's
Hey,
get
guys, the guys are running.
Look at them go.
Getting some exercise in the cold. Do you ever felt like when you ran, like, remember when we had those PE and we had to do those like outdoor PE tests that we used to do? Did you prefer, because I think I had a morning class and I hated the morning class because it was always colder. You know what I mean? And would you prefer to run in heat or cold?
I would prefer to not run. Cardio's not my thing, Stricky. Not a runner. Not a lifter.
He's not a runner. He's not a track star.
I am not. It's true. You know, if I have to run, give me the, anything in the like 50 to 60 degree range, right? Whether it's a, brisk kind of summer or fall morning, or even like a late practice, something like that, where it's 50 to 60. I like a little bit of that cold burn instead of overheating. So I guess I would say cool.
That cold lung burn?
Yeah.
Okay.
But your boy ain't running, Stricky.
Oh, I feel you.
Hey, that didn't happen.
Well, we definitely know Lil Herbie's not going to be a track star because it wasn't in you.
Well, his mama's a runner.
Oh, mama likes to get out.
Mama's a runner. Oh,
okay.
Yeah. Mama ran a half marathon not too long ago.
Wow.
Yeah, she killed it.
Yeah, that's out. That's a little bit further than my league.
My go-to line is I can score from first on a double. I can do that.
That's your thing.
That's what I got. Give you a couple trips up and back. And then someone go the other way with the ball. For
you running like Dion or like John Kruk?
Somewhere in between. Neither. So to be completely honest,
Or you running like Big Poppy?
Oh no.
Big Poppy was Big Hoppy. He would hop around.
Well, that was just joy. That was just exuberance for the game. That's all he could do.
Right.
What's on your mind, Stricky?
Let's get cracking. You want Stricky to set it off?
I need Stricky to set it off.
All right. So listen, I got a glimpse of it today, and it's very heart touching. The reason why is I've had a few opportunities to spend time with this gentleman on a golf course in some different events that we've done, or I would see him quite regularly out at John Stark's event whenever because I normally go there every year, and really got to know him and just to see how what a true gentleman he was, how authentic he was as a man, and it was no fake in him, there's no foolery, and really get to chop it up just about his life and how he was raised and how he grew up and how he had to be that leader. And it touched me because I had to be that myself in my family. Right. It was definitely a Tupac type moment where all eyes on me. Like I knew my sisters were watching. I knew, I'm not going to say I did everything right, but I knew that I had to kind of set a tone for like at least a work ethic and, some passion and a drive, whatever. I see that in my little brothers and sisters now. They're doing their own things and doing it in their own way, but you can see that there's a resilience with them. And this individual, his name is Sterling Sharp. I got to watch online how he's going up to, I don't know if it was his wife or it was a family close friend. I don't know who it was, but she spoke into the basement and let them know that he's coming. And he shows up, and I don't even think he knew, or he might have known but didn't fully grasp it yet. And he goes downstairs, and his brother Shannon is down there with his jacket on, and he says, welcome to the HOF 2025. And they had this moment, and Shannon cried, and he was really touched because I don't think you know how special that moment is. It's two brothers,
First brothers in the hall,
first ever to happen, where two brothers find their way into hall, and the younger one goes in before the older one.
Well, and Shannon's speech even said, "I'm the second best. The only player in the Hall of Fame who's the second best player in their family."
Yeah. He acknowledged that, and then you saw how it was reciprocated by Sterling stating, "Now I finally get to follow you into something." And so, to me, that's crazy. Cluster, WTF! Shout out WTF! We had a great show last night. If you didn't go and go check it out, theticketfm.com. We had an amazing, funny time last night with me, Cluster, and Harrison, talking crazy with Super Bowl type discussion. Okay, so that's my thing, Austin. I just thought that was beautiful. Not only what was it history making, but how touching it is to see that camaraderie and someone who is down to earth and authentic as he was. Great golfer too, by the way. Happy to see him go in because he was a phenomenal talent for Green Bay for a long time.
D-Man on our Starter Heyman Jewelers text line says, my favorite part is when Shannon said welcome and Sterling said to your house. Like he didn't know what was happening at first. That was so well orchestrated.
Yeah. Right? That was beautiful. Go ahead.
Yeah, let's stick on the Hall of Fame there, Stricky. I think that's a good place to jump off. The rest of the class is Antonio Gates. Yes, one of the best tight ends of the 2000s at the very least, and maybe all time. Antonio Gates was my tight end on Madden 2007, so he holds a slightly special place in my heart for that one. 07 or 08, one of those two games, probably both of them. Jared Allen goes in, defensive end. Where do you remember Jared Allen from, Stricky? Who do you play with? Where do you remember Jared Allen the most?
Was he with the Colts?
It was not the Colts. He started his career with Kansas City.
I know he had a special signature when he got sacks, right?
Oh yeah, they all do.
Yeah, I remember that, but I thought for some reason in my mind, if wasn't Buffalo either, right?
No, it was Kansas City, Minnesota.
Broncos? Oh, it was Minnesota.
And then,
that's
and
where
then
I remember him. That's where I definitely remember him in Minnesota. Jared Allen. Yeah.
He was part of some not great Chiefs teams. Some okay ones, some not very good ones. Kind of one of those franchise stalwarts, had contract negotiations stall out and whatnot. And then, of course, Eric Allen in at defensive back. But just as important as who got in, Strick, for our purposes, who didn't get in. The number one snub on my list, you can about imagine. Well, there's two of them tied for number one. First of all, Reggie Wayne.
That's your boy.
Sixth year on the ballot, didn't get in. And Jake Arthur, NFL, deputy editor of one of the Locked On Colts and whatnot there, does a lot of Colts research and stuff. According to Pro Football Reference, Reggie Wayne has the 11th best Hall of Fame score for any wide receiver ever. And he's still not in after 6 years. They're hating on my boy.
Are you biased or are you? I actually think Reggie Wayne.
Reggie was a baller.
Reggie
was cold-blooded. Cold. Yeah. And he gets
him and Marvin Harrison.
By Marvin.
Yeah. But
But Reggie had years after Marvin left. After he retired.
I agree. I think
Reggie was that dude,
Reggie
man.
He was a good receiver.
Again,
I actually
11th best Hall of Fame score of all time for receivers. Okay, that's got to mean something. Reggie should be in. Marshall Yanda probably got snubbed. That's a Super Bowl champ, 2-time first team All-Pro, 5-time second team All-Pro, 8-time Pro Bowler, 2010's All-Decade team. Not in on his first ballot as well. And you know who else got snubbed, Stricky? The leading scorer in the history of the NFL, Adam Vinatieri.
Now that's crazy.
He scored the most points in NFL history and doesn't get in. Not to mention the Super Bowls and playoff games that he helped win with his legs and all the records that he holds.
Yeah.
How does that guy not get in?
Yeah, that's wild. That's wild. I don't understand that one because he was probably one of the more consistent get it done players, especially at the kicking position, to ever do it.
Yeah.
They
hating on Andy.
Your boy,
Reggie.
Not just Reggie, but
be careful here.
Our
be careful here.
My former partner, when I first started this, that made his way on down to Kansas City. You know, he was after Bach. I'm not going to put him on blast, but he would always say Eli is short for elite. And I always used to tell him, I don't believe he's in. I don't believe he's in. I think he's benefited from just great plays of someone else. It wasn't that he threw a freaking missile dime to someone to get in. And I think he's won. He definitely won. I still don't think he's elite. But then you would also have to put him in a category maybe with a Starbuck or not Starbuck, but like a Bradshaw, you know, guys that just really didn't have like these crazy numbers. They just won. Mm-hmm. So that's one. But Luke Kuechly is another one that just really is like, if he didn't get injured, I think I actually put Luke Kuechly on par with Ray Lewis.
Woo!
As far as talent wise, speed, physical, meet you in the hole. Side to side. Luke Kuechly was that, bro.
Luke Kuechly overshadowed Levante David, who's been one of the best linebackers in the NFL for a really long time. But Luke Kuechly at his peak was enough to even overshadow that guy.
Yeah.
I understand Kuechly not getting in first ballot because of maybe the lack of longevity, because of the lack of durability, right? He's going to be a Hall of Famer. He should be. And his peak was elite. One of the best linebackers of all time. I'm with you there. I can at least understand maybe some voters saying, he didn't quite play long enough for me.
Yeah.
I'll vote for him next time. Eli Manning, though, Stricky, some sources were reporting on Twitter, Eli wasn't even all that close. And that's a fascinating case in that I don't know. I didn't know going in how people would view Eli's career. If you just look at the numbers, absolutely not a Hall of Famer. That's pedestrian, right? Didn't always elevate his teams, was never the best at his position. Wasn't a consummate winner, but is responsible for two of the most famous Super Bowls of all time.
Yeah.
Taking down those Patriots team, the pass downfield, escaping the sack to Tyree to pin with the helmet catch. And then the best throw of Eli's career came in the Super Bowl a couple years after that, the dot down the sideline to Mario Manningham to move the Giants out of the shadow of their own end zone. Eli had moments.
Yeah.
You can't tell the story of the NFL without him, especially in like the mid 2000s to early 2010s. But that man is not a Hall of Famer. I'm sorry.
Yeah, I agree. He's the only other guy to join Jim Plunkett as a Hall of Fame, only Hall of Fame eligible starting quarterback with 2 Super Bowl titles and not making it to Canton.
Yeah.
I think that puts other people on notice because if Eli gets snubbed that way, then I would believe like someone like Phillip Rivers needs to worry in a similar light.
Yeah, no, completely true. Cubsker says they know the Colts and Pats didn't just do everything with Manning and Brady, right? Patriots get the benefit of the doubt in some of these cases. Doesn't seem like the Colts are right now. So typical coastal elite bias, forgetting about us Midwesterners, hardworking, blue collar, but that's a story for another time. Let's go to break.
Real quick, there's 2 people. Does Steve Smith Jr. eventually get in? I think that's questionable. He's borderline, right? Darren Woodson's been there a couple of times now. He was a phenomenal safety. I think it's time for him to finally cross over at some point, but that's just my. And lastly, Terrell Suggs, does he make it? I didn't even mention Torrey Holt because I believe Torrey Holt will get there for what they did on that St. Louis team. Eventually,
I don't know.
I know it's questionable with Suggs, right?
Yeah.
He was part of a great defense.
He was really good.
Yeah.
Was he elite? Don't know. Was he great?
Yeah.
I lean no, but I'm not mad if he gets in.
Yeah.
How about that?
Okay.
Also not mad about going to break to call up Joe Smith former number one NBA draft pick. We'll call him up, talk some of his story, talk some NBA trade deadline, and some more with the former number one overall pick in the NBA when we get back.
Follow Austin Strick and On the Block on Twitter at Austin Orman, eStrick20, and On the Block 93.7. More of On the Block coming up.
Go Hog Wild Pit Barbecue.
It's hard to choose a favorite at Hog Wild, but I'd have to say it's their award-winning ribs. Hog Wild buys their meat from those who share their high-quality standards, then hand rubs each slab with their famous seasoning blend and slow smokes them over hickory each and every day for flavor and tenderness you're gonna keep coming back for. Order online at GoHogWild.com. Hog Wild Pit Barbecue, 3210 Cornhusker Highway in Lincoln.
But don't be late, we close at 8.
At Action Plumbing, Heating, AC, and Electrical, we're ready, reliable, and recommended. Water heater acting up or your sump pump on the fritz? Call Action. Summer's around the corner. Is your AC working? Are you sure? Call Action. Electrical problems? I'm telling you, call Action. Call Action for a free same-day estimate or trusted second opinion. You heard that right, a free same-day estimate. 402-423-6960. ActionLincoln.com.
Perch Merch is your one-stop shop for all your printing and promotional needs in Lincoln, Nebraska. They specialize in screen printing, embroidery, vehicle wraps, window wraps, print collateral, promotional products, and signage. At Perch Merch, they are committed to delivering high-quality products and exceptional customer service. Their experienced team of designers and printing professionals will work with you every step of the way to ensure that your vision is realized. Call for a quote today at 402-217-5212 or go to perch-merch.com. Discover the difference that expertise and experience can make in your real estate journey with Next Ag Appraisal and Realty. Whether you need an appraisal, sales, or farm management, Next Ag comes up with a solution with your legacy and goals in mind. Next Ag isn't just their name, it's your future. So why wait? Visit their website today at www.nextagrealestate.com or give them a call at 402-380-0432 and turn your dreams into reality. Your land, your legacy, their solutions. Next Ag Appraisal and Realty.
93.7 The Ticket, Fox, KFXL Weather. Brought to you by Bryant Air Conditioning, Heating, Electrical, and Plumbing.
Your Lincoln forecast for today, we'll see increasing clouds throughout the day. It will be breezy with a high around 45. Tonight, a slight chance of wintry mix, otherwise mainly cloudy and a low near 26. Tomorrow, a slight chance of wintry mix in the morning, otherwise mainly sunny and windy with a high near 57. I'm meteorologist Kyle Puck, 93.7 The Ticket and ticketfm.com.
Automotive Solutions is Lincoln's one-stop shop for all your vehicle needs, from vinyl wraps to engine repair and maintenance. Automotive Solutions offers fleet services, as well as printing and graphic design for vinyl applications, plus installation of vinyl for boats, trucks, cars, and anything else you want wrapped. Perfection is their standard, and they never settle for less. Call today at 531-249-5600 or go to automotivesolutionslincoln.com to learn more. That's Automotive Solutions, 2024 Southwest 5th Street in Lincoln.
Gentlemen, Valentine's Day is just around the corner. Don't be that guy running to the store for flowers and a card on your way home. Hey, Rick Heyman here from Sartor Heyman Jewelers. We have great Valentine's gifts in store now. And if you spend $99, we'll throw in a free bouquet of a dozen roses. Give her what she really wants this year and let us do the rest. Sartor Heyman Jewelers, your hometown jeweler since 1905 in Lincoln and Grand Island. Online at sartorheyman.com.
Rashawn Jackson here for Bauer Infrastructure, a veteran-owned local company proudly serving Lincoln, Lancaster County, and the surrounding areas. Bauer provides quality work at an affordable price, and they're growing rapidly. If you want to experience a career with a fast-paced, family-friendly environment, visit BauerInfrastructure.com. They have top-of-the-line benefits, year-round work, even through the winter. Bauer, usher in the new era of infrastructure to an area near you. And as always, go Big Red!
Ready to spruce up your space? No matter what project is on your list, you can check it off at the Nebraska Builders Home and Garden Show, February 7th through the 9th at the Sandhills Global Event Center. With over 200 businesses under one roof, you'll find the latest in home innovations and experts to handle your dream projects. Admission is just $10, and children 12 and under are free. For more information, visit the Home and Garden Show online at hbal.org.
Load up on meat and more this winter at the Mercado by Certified Piedmontese. This week's special through February 11th is $2 off burgers, limit of 2, 20% off sauces and spices, and 5 pounds of 75/25 ground beef for $20, limit of 2 while supplies last. Locations at 84th and Havelock, 30th and Yankee Hill, and now 85th and Old Cheney in Lincoln, or 168th and Maple in Omaha. Get to the Mercado today for the best meat in town.
Now back to On the Block on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Welcome back to On the Block. We are here. Joining us on the VIP line, LO VIP line,
where they understand the importance of exceptional service and local heart.
That's it. We have my boy played and spent some quality time with my guy up in Milwaukee as a Buck. Spent some time in the basement dropping science on the lyrical spectrum. Joe Smith, the number 1 overall draft pick in 95, 12-team veteran. Man, it's good to have you on the show, my boy. It's always a pleasure to talk to you and chop it up with you. How you doing today, Joe Smitty Bop?
Man, I'm doing good. Strick. How everybody doing, man? Hope everybody's doing well.
Yeah.
Thanks for having me on, man. Looking forward to chatting.
Yeah, man. No, we appreciate you. No, real talk. That's the thing that we we talk about is the family of the NBA and how we stick together and support one another. And then on top of that, man, just the time that we got a chance to spend, man, chopping it up, and it was real. And I told him the story about how we went down in the basement, man. Me, you, Mike Red, Desmond. We put some things on wax, man. I let him know. I told him you was a beast on the mic. That's the first question. A lot of people say, they look at you, they say, Jim, he's more like the Slim Reaper. Where he get the beast from? I said, I'm gonna ask him the question for you. Tell him where you got the nickname Joe Beast.
I mean, it really initiated in college when I got to the University of Maryland. When I first got on campus, man, ain't nobody really know not too much about me, about my game and what I could bring to the table. But we was in actually preseason workouts. We out there playing. We got the former NBA, former Turks coming back, NBA players coming back, and I'm out there doing my thing, holding my own. And all of a sudden, one of my teammates, Wayne Bristol, he's like, man, your new name Beast, man. We just call you Beast. Mm-hmm. And from then on, like you said, I took it to the studio, took it to the booth, man, and just rolled with it, man. We used to cut it up in the basement, man. We had some fun down there, Mike.
We used to have some fun. We used to have some fun
down there, man, messing around with the tunes. And hey, I still listen to some of them joints too. I'd be like, man, listen to Strick and Mike Red.
I know you kept it, man, and it's all good. If you ever release it, man, just leave your little pointer to.
Hey, look, man, I'm coming to you first,
my man. So check this out, man. A lot. There's been a lot of talk, and this is why I wanted to have you. One, because you were at one point the center of some changes and some adjustments and some rearrangement in how they do things with regards to free agency and what can and can't be done, all of that stuff that came to the forefront. I hate that it did, because I thought you was deserving of it, and but people are trying to figure out ways how to work the system, and it just got exposed at that point in time. Don't get it twisted. Don't act like that wasn't happening before. They just want to throw it on certain people. That's the way I look at it, and they happen to try to throw that foolishness on you. Now here's the deal.
Right.
We saw one of the wildest trades that just occurred between Luka Doncic and AD. There's a lot of questions. There's a lot of speculation. People in their minds are afraid. Dallas fans are bringing coffins to the outside. Fandom is ending. 1 million plus subscriptions going down the toilet for Mavs fans towards the Mavs organization. It's crazy. Have you ever witnessed something? One, what do you think about the trade? And can you put your finger on any particular reason as to why that? Or is it some... I'm a tinfoil hat dude, so I'm in here conspiracy theory personally. But But and can you have or think about anything comparable or even anything close to what transpired in that trade?
I mean, first of all, about the trade, man, I was just as shocked as anybody else when I heard about it, you know, and the way it went down. And it was like almost like when the Cleveland Browns left Baltimore in the middle of the night, you know what I'm saying? So
yeah, we did that in Vancouver too. Yeah, when they went from Vancouver to Memphis. Sure did.
Exactly. That type of situation, bro. It was almost like that, but with the trade. And, you know, normally you don't see two guys, you know, of that caliber being traded, not just midway through the season, but, you know, for each other before the trade deadline like that. You know, usually guys of that caliber, they become free agents and they test the market and they're able to, you know, make their own decisions. But the way that went down, it seems like there's something that's not being said coming out of Dallas.
Spooky!
You know, there's something being said. I mean, that's not being said, man. And, because at the age Luka is 25 years old, one of the best players in the NBA, you know, led your team to final appearances, Western Conference Finals, and all types of stuff. For you to just want to ship him away like that, man, it has to be something behind closed doors that's not being mentioned. And for LA, on the other end, is almost a similar situation. I mean, it's the way AD has been performing for them all season long, and the way he's been on both ends of the floor. You know, you kind of question why would they do it at the same time with the chemistry that he and LeBron had. And the chemistry that they were building this season, it was almost like, why would they do it? Why would they make that trade as well?
No question. Hey, listen, there's a couple of things that I'm going to ask of you, and this is one of them. Where do you look at it, and when you look at the landscape of the trades as of recent, you know, kind of the way things went down with Jimmy Butler and not getting his way to go over to Phoenix. You've had a couple of players that have done that. Whereas in the past, you had Kyrie, you had KD. He went where he wanted to go. You know, Kyrie was cool with Dallas. And, you know, those who have petitioned to go where they wanted to go, to include, the Beard going back to L.A. where he's from, you know, getting back to become a Clipper. You know, a lot of this stuff has transpired. Do you look at this now as putting everybody on notice that you don't have the power we do?
You know, the thing about that is I think that's something that the players already knew. And that's why at times when, you know, players such as the LeBron situation, as far as being able to call your own shots, that's why I kind of applaud those players, man, because it's almost been that way from as far as teams looking at how teams look at players and how they can, you know, how they treat players at times, where as far as looking at them as trade bait and looking at them as you know, kind of pawns that they can move around. So I kind of applaud when players are able to do that. So I kind of look at it a little different.
Okay.
Being with the trades, the things that happened to me throughout my career, and understanding what goes down through trades and what goes down with the different players that are involved in the trade. So I really appreciate what the players, how the players have taken. Some players have taken control of their situation, but it's how you handle it. It's how you handle it and how you go and how you approach it.
Yeah.
I think, you know, Jimmy's situation kind of got out of hand a little bit with the, I guess, walking out of practice situation and how he kind of approached the deal. You can always demand to be traded, demand a different situation, but you still have to be professional about it and approach the situation with a high level of professionalism that, you know, is not hindering or, you know, something that the team has to deal with.
So check this out. One of the things is it seemed to me that they're, you know, outside of the Boston Celtics winning it, it seemed as if the pathway was a little bit different than the gauntlet that you usually have to go through out of the West, right? Would you say there's been a shift in the power structure? Is there more parity now as you look at the NBA landscape between the East and the West. And as you view it, how do you view that as well? Because I want my partner to get one question in.
Okay, definitely. I mean, the East has, when we played, it was almost predominantly dominated by the Western Conference.
Yeah.
They used to laugh at the Eastern Conference when we came through. So, but it's definitely evened out a lot more. You have a lot more talent in the East, a lot better teams in the Eastern Conference now. Cleveland is balling. Boston is balling. I still can't sleep on Milwaukee. And it's still Atlanta. They have their ups and downs, but Miami is there. So I mean, there's teams in the Eastern Conference that can definitely compete with the teams in the Western Conference now. So the parity is definitely evened out a lot, and I like to see that. It's good. It calls for good basketball, especially down the stretch. You don't have those nights where you can kind of look past anybody because everybody has a lot of talent and anybody can beat anybody. So it makes the game more exciting.
Joe, the other part of that too then is the not just East versus West, but also kind of not just the big brands, the big name teams, your Los Angeleses, your New Yorks, getting in on the fun and the action. It's Cleveland, it's Oklahoma City. You got young superstars in Minnesota and San Antonio. Just how good is that for the health of the NBA moving forward?
I mean, that is beautiful. I mean, I think that's great because I'm not going to lie. I got tired of hearing about, LA, New York, and the major markets, throughout my career. So, I mean, it's great to see the smaller markets being able to be one of the better teams and one of the top teams in the league now. Like I said, the talent is spread out. There's a lot of talent around the league. And, you give a lot of credit to the development and the drafts of a lot of those teams that, were down in the slumps and how they were able to draft well and develop those guys to get to the level they're at right now. So, I mean, I give a lot of credit to the staff for being able to not just bring those guys in, but to be able to develop a team and put a team together around. Like Oklahoma City, man, they have so many guys besides Shea that can put the ball in the hole.
Yeah.
They play well together on the defensive end, and they put together a group of guys that feel good, feel confident about playing alongside each other. That really shows out there on the court.
Joe Smitty Bob. Joe Smith joining us on the block today. Thank you, Joe, for tapping in. But here's the thing, man. Sunday, January 19th, y'all took us down. Maryland knocked off Nebraska 69-63 there in College Park. Yeah, you did. You got us. But check this out, my boy. That's why I'm saying we might have to have you back on next week. Y'all come here. You know what I'm saying? It's either going to be 1-0 or you're going to be able to talk your stuff, to Stricky. You know what I mean? Let us know how you sweat.
We come visit the Hustlers next week.
Yeah, y'all come out next Thursday, man. So I might want to have you to come on the show. Either that or you can come on the post-game show, man. Love to have you if you're available.
Oh, man, just let me know, bro, and I'm there. I love to talk my turf, especially when we about to, come up in there and take your home court and make it ours. You know what I'm saying?
Don't make me throw my hat in the air with the Montgomery salute. One love, Joe Beast. Thank you for joining us on the block, man. We'll chop it up. I'll coordinate with you sometime early next week and see when you're available, man. Joe Beast, longtime friend.
Appreciate y'all.
We appreciate you, my boy. Longtime friend of Stricky as well as on the block. We're going to get out of here, come back after this, and we'll continue having fun, hanging out on the block right here, 93.7 The Ticket.
Download our app by searching for 93.7 The Ticket in your app store to stay in touch and listen all day wherever you are. More of On the Block next on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
At Lincoln Family Chiropractic, they believe everyone deserves to live a pain-free and active life. Whether it's neck pain, shoulder pain, or lower back pain, Lincoln Family Chiropractic specializes in customized care for every patient to promote faster healing, allowing you to get back to an optimal life. Lincoln Family Chiropractic's team specializes in treatments such as dry needling, cupping therapy, and traditional adjustments. Give Lincoln Family Chiropractic a call today, 402-484-5166. Visit them online at lincolnfamilychiro.com or in person, 1 block south of 70th and 8th Street in Lincoln.
Discover the difference that expertise and experience can make in your real estate journey with Next Ag Appraisal and Realty. Whether you need an appraisal, sales, or farm management, Next Ag comes up with a solution with your legacy and goals in mind. Next Ag isn't just their name, it's your future. So why wait? Visit their website today at www.nextagrealestate.com or give them a call at 402-380-0432 and turn your dreams into reality. Your land, your legacy, their solution. Next Ag Appraisal and Realty.
Ready to spruce up your space? No matter what project is on your list, you can check it off at the Nebraska Builders Home and Garden Show, February 7th through the 9th at the Sandhills Global Event Center. With over 200 businesses under one roof, you'll find the latest in home innovations and experts to handle your dream projects. Admission is just $10, and children 12 and under are free. For more information, visit the Home and Garden Show online at hbal.org.
Are you ready for a new opportunity? Check out Sandhills Global. Join a dynamic team where your skills are valued and your career can soar. We offer full-time positions with a 4.5-day work week, competitive pay, excellent benefits, and a positive work environment. From IT and marketing to sales and finance, we're looking for talented individuals just like you. Apply today at sandhills.jobs and take the first step towards an exciting future. That's sandhills.jobs. Don't wait, apply now.
Garage doors can break down or quit working at the worst times. At Doors Plus, they understand that a broken garage sometimes means repair and not replace. Sometimes, all you need to make your door like new again is a few bolts, realignment, or even a new balance. Trust the pros at Doors Plus to handle your garage door repair the right way so you can get on with your busy schedule. Visit them online at doorsplusllc.com or give them a call at 402-590-5800.
Step into healing at Prairie Orthopedic and Plastic Surgery. Our team of top-notch medical professionals turns pain into progress with state-of-the-art treatments and compassionate care. Visit prairieortho.com and discover the difference in quality orthopedic and plastic surgery services tailored to your unique needs. Your health matters, and Prairie Orthopedic and Plastic Surgery is dedicated to helping you thrive. Reach your full potential. Embrace a better tomorrow with Prairie Orthopedic and Plastic Surgery.
At Lincoln Family Chiropractic, they believe everyone deserves to live a pain-free and active life. Whether it's neck pain, shoulder pain, or lower back pain, Lincoln Family Chiropractic specializes in customized care for every patient to promote faster healing, allowing you to get back to an optimal life. Lincoln Family Chiropractic's team specializes in treatments such as dry needling, cupping therapy, and traditional adjustments. Give Lincoln Family Chiropractic a call today, 402-484-5166. Visit them online at lincolnfamilychiro.com or in person, 1 block south of 70th and 8th Street in Lincoln.
93.7 The Ticket, Fox, KFXL weather. Brought to you by Bryant Air Conditioning, Heating, Electrical, and Plumbing.
Your Lincoln forecast for today, we'll see increasing clouds throughout the day. It will be breezy with a high around 45. Tonight, a slight chance of wintry mix, otherwise mainly cloudy and a low near 26. Tomorrow, a slight chance of wintry mix in the morning, otherwise mainly sunny and windy with a high near 57. I'm meteorologist Kyle Puck from 93.7 The Ticket and ticketfm.com.
Let me introduce y'all to my canes. We got chicken fingers. They hit the spot, baby. Fries are golden crispy, Texas toast crunchy, and they cane sauce creamy rich. One love.
Landmark Implement, your local John Deere dealership, is hosting their annual Planner Clinic at the Adams County Fairgrounds in Hastings, February 19th and 20th. This hands-on event offers expert training on John Deere planners and performance upgrades, covering topics such as new technology, in-cab monitors, maintenance points, and options to increase your operations profits. New this year, classes on autonomy preparation and exact shot. Don't miss Landmark's Planner Clinic, February 19th and 20th in Hastings. Learn more at landmarkimp.com/events.
Rock the box with the Lincoln Stars. Join us Friday, February 7th for Rivalry Night as we host the Omaha Lancers at 7:05 p.m. at the Icebox. Enjoy buy one, get one free Busch Light Tall Boys and $3 Michelob Ultra Draw Pour drafts all game long while supplies last. Help us try to sell out the Icebox for the first time since 2019. Join us for Rivalry Night on February 7th by getting your tickets at LincolnStars.com.
Empower a child today with the Teammates Mentoring Program. Hope is only a conversation away when you choose to share your talent, time, and heart with a child. Together, you can build a relationship based on strengths and chart a brighter future, 1 week at a time. Find out how you can be a mentor by visiting LincolnTeammates.org. Become what you needed as a kid by joining the Teammates Mentoring Program today.
Now back to On the Block on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Big thanks to Joe Smith for joining us here during On the Block. In case you missed that, want to listen back to it, make sure you check out the podcast, which, hey, don't forget, everything we do live on the show is podcasted. Wherever it is you get your podcasts, you can find 93.7 The Ticket and specifically On the Block there. Give the show a like, a follow, a subscription, whatever it is on your platform. It is free to you. You won't miss anything. You can go back and find it very easily. We'd really appreciate it. So if you like a segment and you want to share it, that's also the easiest way to do that. You say, these fools are crazy. Listen to what I listen to every day. Hey, guess what? Share the podcast episode of the show. They go out every day.
I'm telling you, man, you guys, I know some of you guys are home with family and you're hanging out and you're having dinner and, you know, you might be out watching a game or two or whatever. But I'm going to tell you, go on just like what he said. Find us on the block as well. But look up WTF because it was absolutely hilarious that Cluster and I and Harrison were acting a straight fool last night. You guys would enjoy that. Give us a follow there as well. WTF, We Talk Facts, 6 to 7 each Thursday is where you can find it. But ultimately, go to theticketfm.com, become a member, a subscription member. Like, again, it's not going to cost you anything. Just that way you can find all the great content that comes through here on 93.7 The Ticket all throughout the day and the evening as well.
Thunder Not Collins, even Strick's slip-ups, that doesn't happen. Stricky's never said anything wrong in his life, so stop coming at my partner like that. Come on, man. Come on.
Get him.
You're better than that, Thunder Not Collins. At least I thought you were. Completely as advertised, though, Stricky. Jordy freaking Bahl. She's back in a big way. She takes the ball for it in Nebraska yesterday against Tennessee. Throws a 7-inning game, complete game, 5 hits, 1 run. It was earned, 7 strikeouts, 1 wild pitch. She ended up facing 26 batters in 7 innings. That's really good. Again, just the 5 hits and 1 run allowed. She's back on the mound and Strick.
Full strength.
Seems like it.
Look,
for one game.
Think so? You look, again, I think the hardest part, Austin, in that situation is getting through the mental part of it.
Yeah.
Always. You know what I mean? It's maybe it's the stride. You try to shorten it. You try to protect it. You try to lean maybe different. Usually that's what happens. So you hopefully that you've done enough and got the psyche part of it out the way. But it sounds like she had a tremendous outing.
Oh, and that's just on the mound.
Yeah.
Nebraska scores 5 runs, all of them unearned actually in the 5th inning. 2 Tennessee errors. Tennessee scored their 1 run on a double in the 4th. Nebraska had a Samantha Bland single that drove in 3 runs. The bases were loaded at that point. So Samantha Bland gets its 3 runs on the board thanks to Tennessee error as well. And then Strick, here comes Jordy Bahl to the plate, and she hits her first Nebraska home run, helping herself out.
There it is.
Complete game, 5-hitter, 1 run, and a 2-run home run. Literally just that home run from Jordy Bahl would have been the difference. Nebraska tacks on a couple more in the 7th just for good measure. That's number 16, Nebraska, taking down number 6, Tennessee in game number 1 of the season. Heck of a way to start the year for Husker softball team.
Heck yeah, that's the type of win, and now it's just the continuous building upon that. You know, you've got your cornerstone back and hopefully healthy and continuously doing what she do. The confidence now that you feel by being able to put her out there and to be able to do the job and do it in an excellent manner, as well as at the plate. So, wow, this is a great start to be able to knock off a good team like Tennessee that early.
Nebraska has Southern Miss and Bethune-Cookman today. Southern Miss game is underway, and it's 4-1 Nebraska at last check through the 1st inning. We'll go to break. When we get back, let's talk some Super Bowl. Just a couple days away. We'll have Super Bowl squares to give away next segment. 4 more to round it out. If you haven't won your square yet, make sure you're paying attention. Next segment, we'll give away the last 4 squares. We'll give you our picks. We'll give you our matchups, and we'll get into NFL awards that were handed out last night. All ahead in hour 2 of On the Block.
Follow Austin Strick and On the Block on Twitter at Austin Orman, eStrick20, and On the Block 93.7. More of On the Block coming up.
Are you a skilled mechanic looking for your next big opportunity? Constructors is hiring. We're looking for experienced mechanics to join our family-owned team. We offer competitive wages, great benefits, brand new service trucks, OEM-level diagnostic software, and career growth opportunities. Positions include lead and A-level mechanics for our shop and multiple field technicians. If you're driven and ready to grow with a company that's been around since 1908, apply today at constructorslincoln.com.
Experience can make in your real estate journey with Next Ag Appraisal and Realty. Whether you need an appraisal, sales, or farm management, Next Ag comes up with a solution with your legacy and goals in mind. Next Ag isn't just their name, it's your future. So why wait? Visit their website today at www.nextagrealestate.com or give them a call at 402-380-0432 and turn your dreams into reality. Your land, your legacy, their solutions. Next Ag Appraisal and Realty.
Midwest Bank is proud to be your local community bank right here in Lincoln. This is Travis with Midwest Bank, now with 2 branches conveniently serving Lincoln and 8 other locations across Nebraska. We're here to help you with any of your needs. From opening a checking account to buying a home or financing your business, our staff is here for you. Stop in and you might see Shin Daddy himself. Your community, your bank, Midwest Bank. Learn more at midwest.bank, member FDIC.
If you're in Seward or Milford, listen up. Select Plumbing is now servicing your area with no trip charges from Lincoln. Select Plumbing works on a variety of issues for your home and business, including general plumbing, water heaters, faucet and fixture repair, underground sewer and water repairs, backflow testing, and more. Keep your property free from leaks and other issues. Call today for a free estimate, 402-560-6197. It's not just Lincoln, Waverly, and the surrounding area anymore. It's also Seward and Milford with no trip charges. Contact Select Plumbing to inquire at 402-560-6197. At Lincoln Family Chiropractic, they believe everyone deserves to live a pain-free and active life. Whether it's neck pain, shoulder pain, or lower back pain, Lincoln Family Chiropractic specializes in customized care for every patient to promote faster healing, allowing you to get back to an optimal life. Lincoln Family Chiropractic's team specializes in treatments such as dry needling, cupping therapy, and traditional adjustments. Give Lincoln Family Chiropractic a call today, 402-484-5166. Visit them online at lincolnfamilychiro.com or in person, 1 block south of 70th and 8th Street in Lincoln.
This is Lincoln's home for sports talk on the FM dial. Also online at theticketfm.com.
On the internet.
KNTK FM Firth, 93.7 The Ticket.
Hello.
Angela, we have to break up.
But why?
Because you're a robot and I'm just a guy trying to get better internet.
It's Aloe Fiber, isn't it? I always knew you wanted faster speeds. My contract isn't good enough for you.
Face it, Angela. They let me talk to real people.
Press 4 to break my heart. Oh wait, you already did.
Visit aloefiber.com to switch today.
Landmark Implement, your local John Deere dealership, is hosting their annual Planner Clinic at the Adams County Fairgrounds in Hastings, February 19th and 20th. This hands-on event offers expert training on John Deere planners and performance upgrades, covering topics such as new technology, in-cab monitors, maintenance points, and options to increase your operations profits. New this year, classes on autonomy preparation and exact shot. Don't miss Landmark's Planner Clinic, February 19th and 20th in Hastings. Learn more at landmarkimp.com/events.
Have you heard about Advanced Medical Imaging Surgery Center? Located at 7555 Pioneers Boulevard, Advanced Medical Imaging Surgery Center offers compassionate, patient-focused care and provides outpatient surgery services, making it possible to have non-emergency surgery and return home the same day. Advanced Medical Imaging Surgery Center specializes in cardiology, vascular radiology, orthopedics, pain management, and much, much more. Give them a call today at 402-261-1085 or online at amimaging.com.
Automotive Solutions is Lincoln's one-stop shop for all your vehicle needs, from vinyl wraps to engine repair and maintenance. Automotive Solutions offers fleet services, as well as printing and graphic design for vinyl applications, plus installation of vinyl for boats, trucks, cars, and anything else you want wrapped. Perfection is their standard, and they never settle for less. Call today at 531-249-5600 or go to automotivesolutionslincoln.com to learn more. That's Automotive Solutions, 2024 Southwest 5th Street in Lincoln.
Hey volleyball fans, this is Laura Dijkema, national player of the Netherlands and now the setter on Omaha's newest professional team, Love Omaha Volleyball. League volleyball is bringing the heat this year. Don't miss your chance to see Olympians, national players and national champions right here in Omaha from now through April. We can't wait to see you cheering for us in the stands. Visit lovboma.com to buy single match tickets to see me and Love Omaha Volleyball in action. Go Big Green!
This is Bill Mitchner, Executive Director of Lincoln Lighthouse. Did you know Lighthouse provides multiple programs for students such as one-on-one tutoring and mentoring, as well as pro-social skill exercises, while providing them a nourishing meal and a safe space during all months of the year, even during school breaks. Learn more or contribute to Lighthouse at lincolnlighthouse.org today.
February is American Heart Month, the perfect time to focus on your health. Even a small change can make a big impact on your heart health. Try adding a vegetable to your dinner or a no-salt seasoning. Looking for support in making these small changes? Join a healthy living program to learn about healthy lifestyle changes with a supportive and encouraging group. Search Chronic Disease Nebraska for more information. Paid for by Nebraska DHHS, aired with the Nebraska Broadcasters Association and this station.
93.7 The Ticket Sports News go now.
I'm Enrique Alvarez-Clary. Nebraska women's basketball was doomed by an awful second quarter that saw them outscored 24-7 as they fell to the Michigan Wolverines inside Pinnacle Bank Arena by a final score of 78-60. The Huskers were led by Alexis Markowski, who scored a game-high 21 points while bringing down 11 rebounds. Nebraska drops to 16-7 on the season and 7-5 in the Big Ten. Up next for the Huskers, a home game versus Iowa on the 10th. Huskers softball started their season on the right foot with a 7-1 top 10 upset over number 6 Tennessee down in Clearwater, Florida. Jordy Bahl got the start and went the distance, allowing just 5 hits and striking out 7 in her 27th complete game in her collegiate career. Bahl also assisted herself, blasting a 2-run home run in the top of the 5th. Samantha Bland was the star of the show, going 3 for 3, scoring twice and knocking in 2 runs. Nebraska will play a doubleheader today, facing Bethune-Cookman at 3 p.m. and Southern Miss at 6. Both games can be heard on the Huskers Radio Network. High school basketball will be live on the ticket tonight as the Lincoln High Lynx take a short trip to face the Lincoln East Spartans. Tip-off is scheduled for 7:15, and you can hear our very own Nick Sainert and Jay Foreman on the call right here on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
This is On the Block with Strick and Austin. Nebraska Basketball Hall of Famer and 9-year NBA vet, Eric Strickland. Nebraska Football Hall of Famer, Jay Foreman. Middle school basketball coaching legend and Duke basketball shooting coach in his mind, Austin Orman. Coming at you live from the heart of Lincoln, America. On air and online at theticketfm.com. Presented by NEPCO. This is On the Block.
Oh, welcome in. Hour 2 of On the Block, final hour of the week. We'll talk some Super Bowl. We'll talk some NFL awards. We'll have Upside Bar and Lounge come in at 4:45 or so. Preview the UFC weekend and month ahead. All that and more in hour 2 of the show. This is On the Block, brought to you by NEBCO. I'm Austin Norman. He's Eric Strickland. You are the Blockheads. We love you from the bottom of our hearts. We want to hear from you, 402-464-5685. Send in your predictions. Super Bowl predictions. Who wins? What's the score? Let's hear it this segment. We'll get your predictions and give ours the further along we get in this. But Stricky, we're going to start off a little off the rails here. You have your thinking cap on? Do you have your that's cap on, or you're thinking, or your tinfoil cap right now?
I'm just gonna say I have my open-minded cap on. Let's say that.
Okay. I saw this on Twitter. Someone posted something they got from Reddit r/NoStupidQuestions. My son says everything has a 50-50 probability. How do I convince him otherwise when he says he's technically correct? Does the Super Bowl have a 50-50 probability? 50% chance the Eagles win, 50% chance the Chiefs win? Or does it have a 50-50 outcome?
Pause. I need to understand what the 50-50 outcome, like, what is that?
Because
What is a 50-50 outcome?
when you only have two choices, it's either or. It's true,
Okay.
false,
Okay.
this or that.
It's either one or the other.
Right.
Okay.
But is having a 50-50 outcome the same as having 50-50 probability?
I don't think so. I still think 50-50 probability is more to chance. Because, like, for example, Nebraska, this is the way I kind of view it. Nebraska just came off of a 6-game losing streak, right?
Mm-hmm.
Just because it's a 6-game losing streak, there's multiple, there's a word for it. There's a mathematical word for it. I'm just not able to get it right now, but it's still probability. When they step on the court, it's a 50-50 chance of them walking out with either a win or a loss.
No, it's not a 50-50 chance. It's a 50-50 outcome. Because the outcome is binary. You can only win or lose in basketball.
Okay, so then if I'm flipping a coin.
Yes.
Okay.
Because let's just take, like, your boys at Auburn versus, like, Mississippi Valley State, for example.
Right.
Team number 1 in Ken Palm versus team 363 at
There's no equality.
Right. It's a 50-50 outcome. Auburn will win or Mississippi Valley State will win, but that's not a 50-50 chance. That's a 99-1 chance.
Right,
With a binary 50-50 outcome.
Great explanation for that. Yeah. So when you're saying that, or when the listener's saying that, are you looking at the Chiefs because of just their playoff and Super Bowl dominance? What are you weighing it on? Because I look at it, obviously there has to be some form of parity or some form of, equality with, what they're playing against and what they're not. What are added parable? Is it parable? Something. Not parable. Added. There's like when you add different pieces to it that could possibly get towards the outcome, that can play into the outcome.
Yeah.
It's a mathematical term. I haven't been doing math in a long time, so I forgot it. But
Did you take
guys
math in college, or did you stop that in high
Man,
school?
I had to, a couple of them, but I didn't. Not that I wasn't good at it. I just,
Shout out Math 203J in the journalism college.
when I got, my thing was looking at calculus and looking at all of that stuff. Like, I understand geometry and how that plays into it, but I could never understand how trigonometry and all of that stuff played into. Not that it didn't. I just didn't see how it played into where I was trying to do and where I was trying to go.
Did you prefer geometry or algebra?
Probably geometry. I'm
an
more
algebra guy.
I'm more of a, space and, how that curve plays. Yeah. That's why history to me, I was very much into history more so than science, because I understand that science works, and also I hated. So with history, I knew that there are things that could be hidden, taken out, lied to us about. I hated how in science it can continuously change. It was not it wasn't rarely a consistency. It could change by, you add something to it, or there are those, but I didn't like that. I could throw something to it and it can totally change. Yeah, and I know that happens, but I like that I can intuitively look into history and kind of see, oh, that doesn't play. There's a weirdness to that. Wait, that seems like that timeline's off. You know what I mean? Like, I can kind of intuitively gauge it. But with this Super Bowl situation, I look at it, getting back on that, I don't know how we got into science and history, but all that.
You're welcome.
But when I look at these teams, I look at, how they match up, where there is advantages. And then some people would even say who's reffing the game and how the refs are going to play into that 50-50, situation. Do they add into it? Because when you look at the numbers themselves, you look at a guy like Saquon Barkley, who broke a franchise record going over 2,000 yards and was only 101 yards shy of Eric Dickerson's single season record. Like that in itself, an average of 147 yards in today's football era of passing. That's crazy. His size, that's crazy. So those are differences that you can take a look at. But you also look at how the Chiefs offense is overall is at 16, not very good in the rush, very mediocre in the they're kind of in the middle of the path on everything. You look at their defense is pretty good, definitely up front. They're going to need that, top 10 in rushing defense against Saquon, 9th overall, 4th in scoring. So they're one of those bend, don't break, and when it's time to shut something down or take you out of position, they're very good at doing that. Takeaways. Now there's a differential that Philadelphia has. So when you weigh that out and you look at it, they have some equalities in some ways. Chiefs +6, Eagles +11. Eagles do a little bit better, probably have a little bit more weapons. So it looks kind of like lopsided, but is it? That's the question.
It's not lopsided, and it shouldn't be, because it's a Super Bowl. This is one of the best Super Bowl matchups we've seen in a while, Strick. I mean, yeah, the Chiefs have been there a lot and who they've matched up with. I mean, Chiefs 49ers hasn't been bad. Chiefs Eagles a couple of years ago was really good. Bengals Rams was fine, I thought. Not the biggest, most exciting matchup by any means. But you have what a lot of people across the NFL would describe as the best roster in the league, in the Eagles, going up against the team on top of its game for the last 2 years, the team on top of the league for the last 2 years in the Kansas City Chiefs. It's not lopsided. It shouldn't be. This game is not going to be one, I don't think, that's decided, in a blowout fashion. It better not be, because these two teams, Strick, have their advantages. They have their disadvantages. What is the Eagles' biggest advantage in this game, as you see it?
I'm gonna say definitely in the run game. Definitely in the run game. The versatility of their offense. Hated Sirianni. People hate him, don't like him. But I think that's something where he feels he's got something to prove. And I think if he's protected, well taken care of, his legs, he's Lamar Jackson with great touch, a really good deep ball, and a good presence about him in the pocket. A lot more than what Lamar is. Lamar is he can get back there, he'll create time. And they had that running game pass. I just think it's a little bit more solid with the weapons that he has to throw to that Lamar didn't. I think that's the difference. He has that. And that's where I think they're going to show improve. I actually got the Chiefs winning, and I
So
don't
wait,
know
wait,
why.
we'll get there. We'll get there.
Sorry.
So what's the Chiefs' biggest advantage?
I think being there, doing it, with confidence and knowing that this is nothing to us. This is just like every day. Definitely up front on the defense with Chris Jones and that crew. They're an unpredictable, predictable like defensive team, meaning something, this is coming. Like you knew that they're going to blitz and they're going to do it at some point in time, or you've just got to hope that your guys are able to pick it up and read it. It's coming. And that's usually when they take you out of field goal position, or they get a turnover, or you're at the 20 and then you go back to the with a sack, and then your freaking kicker shanks it and you don't get nothing out of it. Like that's kind of what they do. And I think that's where their strength is. Obviously Mahomes is going to be the other X factor for them.
That's kind of where I thought you were going to go first. I mean, we just look at on the field, is the best player in the game plays for Kansas City. The guy that's made a difference for Kansas City in multiple Super Bowls is their quarterback, number 15. I'm with you on Saquon for the Eagles, right? I think he's probably their biggest X factor and benefactor, Strick, of what might be the league's best offensive line. Yet,
Their injury.
A little injured, a little beat up, and they have to block Chris Jones, who just turns up in the playoffs, right? He was really good throughout the course of the regular season, but what the Chiefs are able to do to mix and match Chris Jones across the interior of the other team's offensive line to get the best matchup for him to cause havoc, that's going to be huge for the Chiefs. I would also say the Eagles, one of the best interior defensive line combinations in football, the guys they can run out there against the Chiefs offensive line that's still a little, what do we say on the show?
Shaky.
Joe Thuney is a big pickup for the Chiefs. He's played well. He's been playing left guard and left tackle. If you're the Chiefs, do you keep running him out there at left tackle where he's been better than what you have, but not elite? Or do you say, hey, sorry, Pat, your blind side's not going to be that protected, but we're going to shore up the interior and keep Thuney where he's most comfortable at left guard to deal with the Eagles, monster interior defensive linemen. That's going to be curious to what I'm going to be curious to see. And then Strick, there's this as well.
Well, I think you don't want more stuff in his face. He's really good at stepping up and creating times. Those. I would think that they don't want hands and helmets in his face as opposed. So I think they benefit on the interior. Go ahead.
That's fair. And then Strick, it's to me really going to come down to for Kansas City. Can you hold up in the red zone? Right?
Can you dig it? Oh, sorry.
Yes,
that was
we can.
Bob the Builder. I just flashback. Go ahead.
Because the Eagles thrive off of explosive runs. The Chiefs did a pretty good job of limiting the running game in the previous Super Bowl between these two teams with, who was it? It was Miles Sanders and Boston Scott being the running backs for Philly. Saquon's different. This Eagles team isn't, the best rushing team on a per snap basis, but they make up for a lot of that ground with explosive runs, which Kansas City has, for the most part, done a good job preventing this year. But if you're the Eagles, can you stay on pace? Can you stay on schedule and go 5 yards at a time down the field? Will Kansas City bow up in the red zone like they did against Buffalo, or will the Eagles be able to break through? Kind of the same thing then for Philly, Stricky. Philly's defense has a lot of talent on it. Rams moved the ball almost at will when they wanted to, right? Washington still put up 30 plus on Philly. That got covered up by the fact that Philly put up 55 of their own, right? Kansas City ought to be able to move the ball. So same thing applies, I think, to Philly. Can you make Kansas City dink and dunk its way down the field and then step up in the red zone where Kansas City had a chance to put the game away against Buffalo, ended up having to settle for a field goal instead of a touchdown, giving Buffalo a chance before that final drive? Red zone's going to be key, Stricky. I don't know which team I trust more in that. Low-key X factor too, the Eagles' second inside linebacker. So Zach Bond has been playing some really darn good football for them. Oren Burks. That's a name people might not remember, but Oren Burks, Stricky, was the guy that came on the field after Dre Greenlaw tore his Achilles trying to get on the field. Guess who Kansas City picked on in the second half against San Francisco? Oren Burks. Guess who's back? Oren Burks is back.
Yeah.
Probably still with nightmares against Travis Kelce. How big a factor is Travis Kelce on Sunday?
It's going to be huge, especially if you have to bracket him or over under him. If you're not able to handle him in situations, deep middle crosses, flags, all of those things are going to be ways they're going to try to get to him. Seams, because they're going to try to stretch your safeties or your linebackers that they won't be able to cover crossing, deep crosses, levels where you have somebody running deep occupying the safety where then he finds himself in space behind linebackers, and that's where he's going to be beneficial. And without to be honest, you need someone like a Levante David with that kind of speed, range, physicality to be with him, because you don't want to have to put two guys on Kelce. Like, you're not overly threatened, but those guys seem to step up. The outside guys, Smith-Schuster and those guys, they tend to find a way at the right time to make a play.
Right.
That helps. It's the first down, or it's a long first down, or it's a big drive. They seem to be there to make that happen. Definitely gonna have to take away the run game. You don't want play action to be available to Mahomes. And just the creativity of Andy Reid, you just got to have your eyes and be very disciplined and not find yourself trying to do something which opens up space for something else to be available behind you.
Let's go to the text line here, 402-464-5685. Again, send in your predictions. We'll get to those here as we continue on through this segment. Bubba, appreciate you chiming in. Big Daddy Travis, do you think the last Super Bowl was decided by the refs? Yes or no, Stricky? The Chiefs-Eagles previous Super Bowl and the James Bradbury holding call.
What about it?
Do you think that one was decided by the refs? Do you think this one comes down to the refs?
If I'm the Eagles, I'm trying not to even let it be in the conversation. Let's go score every time down. We don't even want them involved because it. And again, I'm not saying it's so. It just very much looks like at the right time. For me, what's more frustrating is if I'm the defensive coach, I'm telling my guys, you get in, create the pressure, don't touch him. Because they have a way of, if you touch him, like you could just walk by there and fake like you're taking a flag off of his hip like they did in the freaking Pro Bowl.
Yeah.
And that they're going to throw a flag. Oh, that's roughing. Wait a minute. I just tapped him on his hip. That's roughing the passer. First down, 14 yards. Third down and 14 is first down. You know, it's a way about it. And then Mahomes has become the James Harden of the NBA of the NFL. Because he
Josh Allen does more foul baiting.
He knows how to bait you. Who?
Yeah, Josh Allen.
Oh, well, yeah. But he don't get the benefit as much as I don't think that freaking Mahomes does.
He's gotten more roughing the passer and late hit calls, Stricky.
Who?
Josh Allen has.
You might be right.
No, I'm telling you.
You are
It's
right.
factual.
But what? So Mahomes is number 2? I mean, so what you trying to say?
Ben
1, 2, maybe by 5 or 6.
I don't know the exact numbers. All I know is Josh Allen had the most at one point. So Ben says Chiefs also have the best head coach. Yes, Ben, let's point you back to the podcast. We talked all about Andy Reid, his legacy of success, where he came from, how he built his career. That was Tuesday. Definitely check out the first segment of Tuesday's show, wherever it is you find your podcast. Cubsker says Stricky was trying to pull out the Booker T. Austin went with Bob the Builder. I love it. Kendrick wins Super Bowl MVP. That's what excites me the most. But if I have to make a football pick, it'll be Eagles 28-25. Let's see here. 89-34, 24-21.
Where did 25 come? Wait a minute.
We can get to 17 and touchdown and 2-pointer.
Oh,
Jesse, if the refs stay out of it, Eagles win easily. With all the close games they've had, the Chiefs might not have even made the playoffs if it wasn't for the officiating. Again, 89-34, 24-21 Chiefs on a walk-off field goal. Stricky, you said the Chiefs win. What's the score?
I have 34-31.
Woo!
Chiefs.
Points. I like it.
Yep.
Last one was what, 38-35? Something like that, Kansas City?
That's what I'm looking at.
Okay. Yeah, 38-35 on February 12th of 2023. Stricky. Oh, wait. Before we give my prediction, 67-85, 3-0 Eagles.
What?
3-0 Eagles.
It won't happen.
Can you imagine?
Boy.
Can you imagine the conversation about this game if it ends up 3-0?
Yeah, that would be wild.
Stricky, that would be arguably the worst Super Bowl we've ever seen. And I'm not even trying to hate on defense, but 3-0 with those offensive playmakers for Philly and the best quarterback
it's like Iowa,
playing
Nebraska.
right now. No, Nebraska, Iowa at least get to 13-10. 3-0?
Yeah,
67-85. If I get this, you owe me a milk coffee. Yeah, I will buy you milk coffee for a week if the Super Bowl ends up 3-0. I mean, consider this a verbal handshake on that. And then, Strick, I do want to get to this too. I think Kip sends in a fun question. If we combine the most traditional food from Kansas City and Philly, we get barbecue and cheesesteaks. Which are you taking? You only pick one, barbecue or cheesesteaks?
I'm a barbecue guy. Give me the ribs.
Okay.
I've actually went. I've actually went there, and what is it? It's not State Street. Is it State Street? It's it's in Philly, where they have the Philly cheesesteaks, and they got
your boy
really
never
nice
been
shops.
to Philly, Stricky.
Yeah, Philly's a rough town.
Okay. Nashville hot chicken or Los Angeles street tacos?
Nashville what?
Hot chicken or Los Angeles street tacos?
I like elote and all of that, so I would go street tacos.
Detroit pizza or Buffalo wings?
Detroit pizza.
New Orleans po' boys versus Miami Cubans. Ooh, Stricky's got to think about this one.
Ooh, that's a tough one. I ain't gonna lie. Every time I do fly through Miami International, I go to this little Cuban spot in there and get up on a Cuban sandwich. So I'm gonna say Cuban.
Yeah, I'm taking a po' boy on that one. Then New England lobster roll or Chicago deep dish?
Deep dish.
That was quick.
Yeah, lobster rolls, and I mean it's a delicacy, but really, I look at lobster as like it's not really it's like it's a Matrix mind trick. It's like they cut the line and this became a wall because lobster it's a bottom feeder. It's not for what they charge you for lobster. You're freaking getting the bottom of the ocean. I'm okay with that.
Baltimore crab cakes or Seattle salmon?
I like ooh. I like crab cakes. I'm gonna go crab cakes.
I'm on the salmon side of that
salmon
one. I'm on the
banging
salmon
too.
side of that one.
That's why I had to kind of pause on that. Yeah. But I do like a good Maryland crab cake.
Wisconsin bratwurst or Atlanta lemon pepper wings? Sweet Lou Williams style.
I like them Atlanta lemon pepper wings. That's my Rick Ross voice.
I would not.
My wings.
I want a brat, and I want some of that chocolate strawberry cider from Glacial Till. We'll go to break. NFL awards after this.
Download our app by searching for 93.7 The Ticket in your app store to stay in touch and listen all day wherever you are. More of On the Block next on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
At Lincoln Family Chiropractic, they believe everyone deserves to live a pain-free and active life. Whether it's neck pain, shoulder pain, or lower back pain, Lincoln Family Chiropractic specializes in customized care for every patient to promote faster healing, allowing you to get back to an optimal life. Lincoln Family Chiropractic's team specializes in treatments such as dry needling, cupping therapy, and traditional adjustments. Give Lincoln Family Chiropractic a call today, 402-484-5166. Visit them online at lincolnfamilychiro.com or in person, 1 block south of 70th and 8th Street in Lincoln.
At Fairway Meat Market, you're family, and as part of the family, they want to save you money on your meat and groceries. Now, through February 9th, get a 10-pound tube of 85% ground beef for just $1.98 when you buy more than $100 in meat and groceries. Fresh cut chicken wings for $3.99 per pound. Busch Light 30 packs for $16.99 if you spend $6.01 in meat. And carbless cocktails 4 packs for $7.99 each when you buy 2. That's all at Fairway Meat Market in the Rockledge Square Shopping Center, just south of 84th and Van Dorn.
Are you ready for a new opportunity? Check out Sandhills Global. Join a dynamic team where your skills are valued and your career can soar. We offer full-time positions with a 4.5-day work week, competitive pay, excellent benefits, and a positive work environment. From IT and marketing to sales and finance, we're looking for talented individuals like you. Apply today at sandhills.jobs and take the first step towards an exciting future. That's sandhills.jobs. Don't wait. Apply now.
Your home is your empire. Protect it with Empire Fence. Get a free instant quote with the online estimating tool at empire-fence.com. See an upfront estimate with no hidden fees. And Empire Fence can provide privacy and improve the appearance of your home. Keep kids and pets in or out of your yard. Increase security and add value to your property. Visit empire-fence.com now to view the stylish and maintenance-free possibilities for your home and get a free instant online quote. Let Empire Fence protect your empire.
Automotive Solutions is Lincoln's one-stop shop for all your vehicle needs, from vinyl wraps to engine repair and maintenance. Automotive Solutions offers fleet services, as well as printing and graphic design for vinyl applications, plus installation of vinyl for boats, trucks, cars, and anything else you want wrapped. Perfection is their standard, and they never settle for less. Call today at 531-249-5600 or go to automotivesolutionslincoln.com to learn more. That's Automotive Solutions, 2024 Southwest 5th Street in Lincoln.
Hello. Thank
Angela, we have to break up
But why?
because you're a robot and I'm just a guy trying to get better internet.
It's Aloe Fiber, isn't it? I always knew you wanted faster speeds. My contract isn't good enough for you.
Face it, Angela, they let me talk to real people.
Press 4 to break my heart. Oh wait, you already did.
Visit aloefiber.com to switch today.
The Jerky Bowl has kicked off at Smoking Gun Jerky of Nebraska. From now until halftime of the big game, every online order gets you entered into their incredible giveaway. The grand prize is a 30-bag jerky sample pack, $225 value, while second place is a 15-bag sample pack, while third place is a Be Mine jerky box. Perfect for Valentine's Day. Order now at smokinggunjerky.com, and if you enter promo code EARLY, you'll not only get 10% off your order, but also be entered twice for the drawing. It's the Jerky Bowl at Smoking Gun Jerky of Nebraska.
John Henry's has a brand new membership club to protect your entire home in one program. With a VIP and a deluxe option, we will help you find the plan that best fits your needs. Receive discounts on services and equipment, priority service, complimentary inspections, and so much more. Protect your home's plumbing, heating, cooling, and electrical systems all in one membership. Call John Henry's to learn more.
435-5555. John Henry's Plumbing, Heating and Air.
And electrical.
Garage doors can break down or quit working at the worst times. At Doors Plus, they understand that a broken garage sometimes means repair and not replace. Sometimes, all you need to make your door like new again is a few bolts, realignment, or even a new balance. Trust the pros at Doors Plus to handle your garage door repair the right way so you can get on with your busy schedule. Visit them online at doorsplusllc.com or give them a call at 402-590-5800.
Midwest Bank is proud to be your local community bank right here in Lincoln. This is Abby with Midwest Bank. Stop by our new location at 70th and Pioneers. Our new full-service branch does it all. From our friendly staff to our easy online banking and mobile app, you get all the technology of a big bank that you need, but you still get the hometown customer service that you want. Your community, your bank. Midwest Bank. Learn more at midwest.bank. Member FDIC.
Now back to On the Block with Strick and Austin on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Rolling right along here during On the Block. Austin Norman and E. Strick with you, brought to you by Nebco. Lots to get to still for Super Bowl and NFL awards as well. Stricky, we didn't talk about this last segment, might come into play. Eagles currently have some illness going through their locker room. Sounds like Jalen Carter and Nolan Smith are battling the flu, and Quinion Mitchell may or may not have laryngitis.
Yeah, that's all bad. Listen, there's nothing worse than not being at your best. But sometimes out of that, we have Michael Jordan moments.
True.
You know, Jimmy Butler moments, and you just wore out. So sometimes it can work to your benefit or to your detriment. I just think with the adrenaline and the time of that, the best thing I think the technology is just so much better now. I mean, there's ways to get fluids into you and, just you get the kind of electrolytes and stuff into your bloodstream quicker than probably just the old methods of the hottie toddies. I don't know if you guys know what a hottie toddy is.
Yeah, that's what you say when you go to Ole Miss.
It's an old Southern thing. Mm-hmm. So yeah, that's going to be interesting. There's a lot going on with those types of situations that they're going to have to deal with, try to figure it out.
4 Super Bowl squares yet to give away. We'll do that throughout the course of this segment. Question number 1, where did Quinion Mitchell go to college? 402-464-5685. First person in with the correct answer will get one of our 4 remaining Super Bowl squares. Where did Quinion Mitchell attend college? Stricky, let's hit some NFL awards while we wait for the answer. Josh Allen named MVP over Lamar Jackson. Did the voters get it right? Did the voters get it wrong?
It's interesting. It's someone that hasn't been first team all NFL. First time somebody's landing that position as the MVP. I think he's done well. To me, let me throw the question back out to you is whether or not it's good or no. But even to the Sutter Heyman text line 402-464-5685. Here's the thing. Does it remind you of Embiid?
Oh, over Jokic?
You know what I'm saying?
Ooh.
Yeah, so that's what I'm saying. Is it kind of like, this guy had it, did it, was phenomenal, had it before, and then because a lot of time before they even won the championship, you knew that Jokic was the guy. So is it just like you get tired, you get, what's the word I'm looking for? You
Fatigue.
You get
fatigue.
some type of fatigue and just saying, "Gosh, dang, I'm tired." It's the same thing probably with like the Chiefs. I mean, teams
Right.
are probably just tired of looking at it and seeing Swifties running around all over the place, right?
You're not tired of it, Stricky.
Oh well, yeah, I am.
James is in. The answer for Quinyon Mitchell. He attended Toledo. Okay, who drafted Mike Woodson for your second Super Bowl square? Who in the NBA drafted Mike Woodson, who announced he will be stepping down at the end of the season? So we'll talk more about that certainly after tomorrow's game, as Dusty May and Michigan visit Indiana this weekend. But who drafted Mike Woodson in the NBA? 402-464-5685 for a Super Bowl square. Yeah, Stricky, that's tough because if you look at, Jackson versus Allen specifically, Lamar Jackson, more passing yards, more passing touchdowns, fewer interceptions, higher completion percentage, more rushing yards, higher yards per carry, except Josh Allen's team beat him in the playoffs. It can't just boil down to that.
Yeah.
Lamar's numbers were better this year. I would say both guys had a similar impact on winning, right? Sure. I mean, Lamar had Derrick Henry, and you didn't really know who Josh Allen's number one weapon was. But it's not like Derrick Henry took anything away from Lamar Jackson.
Right.
It made Lamar Jackson better, sure, but Lamar still hasn't put up numbers like that, in a couple years, right? I mean, these were career best numbers for Lamar.
Yeah.
So what? Baltimore didn't beat Buffalo head to head in the postseason, did in the regular season, but it sounds to me, Strick, like a lot of people gave Derrick Henry more credit for the Ravens' success this year than they did Lamar Jackson. Do you think that's fair?
I don't. I mean, that's why I made the reference that I made. I think I feel bad for him in so many ways because I think he's done what outside of what was it 2 years ago. I think he's done what he's needed to do to try to get his team in position to win, and just situations and circumstances just didn't allow it. I think he was off that one game. He just had so much pressure he was inaccurate. So for me, I feel bad, but it is what it is. Shout out to Josh though. Congratulations to him, and hopefully it invigorates and inspires him to finally and hopefully beat the Chiefs in a playoff game.
1508 says Saquon Barkley should have won MVP.
Yeah, and that's the sad thing. It's so quarterback dominant right now. Saquon had a special season, and I it's the same thing that happened with our guy from Boise State,
Genty.
It's one of those things that people don't value the running back from the same, but they're so invaluable because if you have them, just look at the success of Baltimore, look at the success of the Eagles. If you have a running game that you can rely and count on, it opens up the whole field for everything for you, right? So, yeah, it's still important, I believe.
Kaylee gets our second Super Bowl square of the segment. The New York Knicks are the team that drafted Mike Woodson. He started there. He was there for 80 and 81 before going to New Jersey. He did play for the Kansas City and Sacramento Kings, the Clippers, the Rockets, and the Cavaliers. All right, let's do this next question then for Super Bowl square number 3. Who was Lamar Jackson's head coach at Louisville? Who was Lamar Jackson's head coach at Louisville? 402-464-5685. First texter in with the right answer will get the third of our 4 Super Bowl squares to give away. 0129, if MVP is for most valuable player, what about Pat Surtain and what he did all year? Pat Surtain, Stricky, gets named NFL Defensive Player of the Year, and that one is surprising to me. It feels like it's been, I didn't go back and do the full history, but I feel like a lot of the Defensive Player of the Year conversation has been about edge rushers and maybe some linebackers here or there. How impressive is it for an outside corner to win Defensive Player of the Year?
Yeah, very impressive. Very impressive. Shoot, who was the last one to even do it? How far do you got to go back? When you think about the last cornerback, was it Darrell Reed? No, it wasn't even him.
Let's see. So the last DB was Stephon Gilmore in 2019.
Yeah.
Before that, you have to go back to Troy Polamalu in 2010.
Yeah. It's very rare. Very rare. So, Alabama, they put him out, and he's a good one.
That is. Let's see here. 89-34. You are the winner for this third out of 4 Super Bowl squares. You are correct. Bobby Petrino was Lamar Jackson's head coach at Louisville. So there is that one. That is 3 out of 4 given away. We do have this from the text line too as well here, Stricky. Where to go? Chip says or asks, should Nebraska consider having a pro football team if possible?
I wouldn't see that. I don't think the market is big enough for it, but are you talking like where my boy Cade is going to be going soon? My boy Cade Johnson is going to be going to play for Birmingham.
How about that? Good on him.
Yeah. He'll be leaving. I want to say maybe another month or so, month or two.
Nice.
But anyway, are you saying like that in like the USFL? Would you consider that the same, or are you saying?
Well, Nebraska's had the Omaha Nighthawks. They've had the Omaha Beef for a while as well. The only way that I could see Nebraska getting a quote unquote professional football team is if we get actual minor league college football, right? Not a secondary pro league, but if, we get a baseball-esque system for football. That's where I could see Lincoln or Omaha potentially, sliding in with like a Storm Chasers level team. But other than that, I'm with you, Strick. I really think that before the NFL happens, we had a conversation a couple months ago about the potential of the Tampa Bay Rays coming to play in Omaha as they work out their new stadium or stadium renovations, whatever it is they're doing. Could Omaha be the host of the Rays in 2026? I could see a pro baseball team coming to Omaha, but first and foremost, I could see the NBA coming to Omaha. I really could. That's an NBA caliber arena there at CHI. But the other thing to consider, Strick, who would get, one of those teams first, especially if it comes to the NBA? I still think Kansas City would probably take precedence over Omaha or Lincoln when it comes to an NBA market right now.
Yeah, I think that's probably the closest thing that I could see it definitely going there. You're seeing that things can survive here with the volleyball situation. It's just that John Cook and what they built for the volley, it really has propped it up. There's a lot of interest. A lot of these young women now have aspirations, desires, and goals. They're doing a good job in marketing by way of. Dude almost hit my car. I'm sorry.
You got need to check it? You need to check it?
No, he.
Hey, thank you for knowing how to park over there.
Right? You saw your boy VJ.
No, I was going to do names.
VJ, man. VJ is the Debo of the ticket. But I still love him, though, man. He
just called him out like that.
That's my man, though. I can.
Respect.
Because he does. You know how long, they're still talking about the text line. And I'm not going to say what it was, but they're talking about the text line. Still to this day, all of them. I'm like, man, bro, that was a whole 2 months ago. So I can throw him out there. Yeah.
Text line never forgets.
They don't.
Never forgets. We got to go to break. We'll wrap up On the Block here in just a minute.
Follow Austin Strick and On the Block on Twitter at Austin Orman, eStrick20, and On the Block 93.7. More of On the Block coming up.
Load up on meat and more this winter at the Mercado by Certified Piedmontese. This week's special through February 11th is $2 off burgers, limit of 2, 20% off sauces and spices, and 5 pounds of 75/25 ground beef for $20. Limit of 2 while supplies last. Locations at 84th and Havelock, 30th and Yankee Hill, and now 85th and Old Cheney in Lincoln, or 168th and Maple in Omaha. Get to the Mercado today for the best meat in town.
Advanced Medical Imaging is the largest radiology group in Nebraska, located in Lincoln at 7601 Pioneers Boulevard. At Advanced Medical Imaging, they utilize state-of-the-art technology and blend it together with their compassionate, skilled team to guide you through every step. Whether it's an MRI, CT scan, or X-ray, their precise diagnostics help your doctor deliver the best care plan for you. Choose clarity and comfort in your life by choosing Advanced Medical Imaging, located at 7601 Pioneers Boulevard and online at amimaging.com.
Golfing in 72 degrees and perfect conditions in Nebraska doesn't seem possible in the winter, but it is. Double Eagle Golf is your escape from the bone-chilling cold outside and a reason to keep your clubs out year-round. Book a bay with some friends for a weekend or come by for golf and happy hour on a weekday. Spring leagues begin in February. Get signed up today. That's all at Double Eagle Golf inside the Kinetic Sports Complex at West O Street. Online at doubleeagle.golf.
Your home is your empire. Protect it with Empire Fence. Get a free instant quote with the online estimating tool at empire-fence.com. See an upfront estimate with no hidden fees. An Empire Fence can provide privacy and improve the appearance of your home. Keep kids and pets in or out of your yard. Increase security and add value to your property. Visit empire-fence.com now to view the stylish and maintenance-free possibilities for your home and get a free instant online quote. Let Empire Fence protect your empire.
Jack Russell of Farm Bureau Financial Services is here to help you protect things that are most important to you. Whether it's your home, your family, or your future, Jack Russell has the proven experience to get the job done while developing authentic relationships with you. Give Jack a call today at 402-421-9100. Again, that's 402-421-9100 and learn how you can excel in the complicated world of insurance. Jack Russell of Farm Bureau Financial Services, a trusted and well-respected representative since 1999.
Hi everyone, Kendall Warnock, A1 Automotive in downtown Lincoln. The last few years have been wild, but we've been here for you through all the ups and downs, and we'll be here for you when you need us the most, for all your travels and for your day-to-day driving. With winter conditions causing problems all over town, the last thing anyone needs this year is constant car troubles. Let us help you drive in peace and make sure you drive to work and to winter destinations safe. A1 Automotive, 11th and L Street downtown, always honest answers.
Stop asking your friends if they're hosting a party this Sunday and come for the real party instead. Join 93.7 The Ticket for the big game at Wings and Rings at 68th and O this Sunday and walk away with great prizes just for showing up. Why worry about making a great spread of food for the game at your house when you can enjoy all the great wings and more at Wings and Rings? It's the big game party with 93.7 The Ticket at Wings and Rings this Sunday at 68th and O.
Ever wonder what it's like to work for a company that actually cares? At Lincoln Industries, they're revolutionizing local manufacturing while taking care of their most valuable asset, their people. When you join their team, you'll enjoy comprehensive health coverage, wellness initiatives that work around your life, and benefits that show they're serious about your future. Plus, you'll be a part of a proud manufacturing tradition right here in the community. Don't just take their word for it. Visit LincolnIndustries.com to see all their current opportunities and find out why their people love calling Lincoln Industries home.
The Jerky Bowl has kicked off at Smoking Gun Jerky of Nebraska. From now until halftime of the big game, every online order gets you entered into their incredible giveaway. The grand prize is a 30-bag jerky sample pack, $225 value, while second place is a 15-bag sample pack, while third place is a Be Mine jerky box. Perfect for Valentine's Day. Order now at smokinggunjerky.com, and if you enter promo code EARLY, you'll not only get 10% off your order, but also be entered twice for the drawing. It's the Jerky Bowl at Smoking Gun Jerky of Nebraska.
Hi, Sean Callahan here for Koppel Chevrolet GMC, and on behalf of the entire Koppel team, we would like to say thank you to all of our loyal customers and employees that have allowed us to become one of the most successful GM dealerships in the country for the past 50 years. So we are celebrating that with some huge discounts. Right now, we have up to $13,500 off MSRP or 0% APR on select new models, and new Blazer EVs are leasing for $279 a month with zero down. So check us out online at koppelcars.com. All deals with approved credit. See dealer for details.
Now back to On the Block with Strick and Austin on 93.7 The Ticket and theticketfm.com.
Back one final time here during On the Block, final segment of the show brought to you by Love Volleyball Omaha. Their season obviously underway. They are playing up at the Liberty First Credit Union Arena in Ralston. Don't miss your chance to see Olympians, national team players, national champions, and more with Love Volleyball Omaha. Yes, the season runs through April, but get your single match tickets today at lovboma.com. Austin Norman, Eric Strickland with you, joined by Elena and Hannah from the Upside Bar and Lounge. Ladies, welcome in. How are you?
Thank you. Good.
We have Chiefs Red and Eagles Green. Is this the rooting alliances on Sunday?
No.
Well,
Mhm.
all the way.
I was gonna say I'm sick of the Chiefs.
Okay,
Let's
well,
change
then
it
I guess so.
Let's change it up.
I guess it is. We'll
Yeah.
get to Super Bowl here in just a second. Of course, we always have you in ahead of USC, a pretty good card coming up tomorrow night. Walk people through. I mean, first of all, how'd you get into carrying the UFC, the fights and everything? What was appealing to you about that?
Well, actually, it was one of the other owners that I started with, not just me, but she loved them and I liked watching it. So I said, like, we needed something to set us apart, someplace where people could go. And so we just started doing it and it's stuck. It's kind of fun.
That's awesome. Remind people what your deal is on UFC Saturdays.
So this one, we don't have any cover, first off. And this one is a little bit different. We're actually going to run some specials. We've teamed up with Miller and Code Beer. So we've got 450 pints of Code Beer, which, I mean, they're local. Their beer is amazing. It sells really well. And you actually get a glass to take with you while supplies last.
Like, whoa, what kind of glass? Is it big glass, shot glass? What?
Like a pint glass.
Like a pint
Yeah,
glass.
16
Nice.
ounces, yeah.
Okay.
And so, yeah, we're excited for that. And like I said, we never run specials on fight nights because it costs so much just to get the pay-per-view.
Right.
And we don't charge a cover. So this is very special for that. And then we're also doing $4, sorry, Miller Lite Tall Boys. So yeah.
Ooh. That's probably easier for you to deal with, Hannah, rather than all the mixed drinks and special stuff going on.
It's definitely easier on me and the other bartenders for sure, but we're more than happy to make all the fun cocktails always.
For everyone except Eric Strickland, apparently.
Yes, everyone except this.
Right.
I know.
We're in the
Yeah.
doghouse right now.
I get treated like the stepchild out here.
And then, of course, after UFC, I mean, huge weekend for you guys with UFC tomorrow, and then this little thing called the Super Bowl on Sunday.
Yes.
What do you do? What do you got on Sunday for people down at the Upside?
So we're gonna do a taco bar. It's just $5, unlimited taco nacho bars. It's amazing. It's good. We'll have that. We'll probably end up putting it on around like 2:00 in the afternoon, and a little bit earlier. And then we'll have some giveaways and some beer specials. $3 domestic tall boys. So that's always a hit.
Can you spill the beans on the giveaways? What do people look forward to?
There'll just be some gift baskets, probably some gift cards, just some different fun stuff. So yeah, we're still working on it. I want to make sure it's good.
Fair enough. Lay out the taco bar. What's the full taco spread as best you know right now?
We've got lettuce, tomatoes, salsa, sour cream, cheese, beef. We might have some chicken on there. We'll see. I have to put that in the crock pot and I make it myself, so it takes a little bit more time. Just hard shell, soft shell, everything you need for great tacos and nachos. So
Yeah, we keep it pretty simple, but you got all the fixins to make it just how you like it. So
Any Super Bowl drinks? We getting creative on that front? Or are we sticking with what we know?
we actually have a really great Valentine's Day menu right now.
Ooh.
So I don't know if we will add any more drinks, but we can make anything. I mean, yeah, you think of it, we've got it out there. We're also getting some new like tequilas and stuff in, some allocated ones. So yeah, so you have to stop by for that.
What's on the Valentine's menu? What are the favorites?
so I would say a lot of them are pretty similar to our Christmas drinks.
Which rocked, by the way.
Thank you. So yeah, they were such a hit that we were like, we'll just keep them fairly similar. We've got a red velvet White Russian, and that one has a little red velvet cupcake on it even.
Yes.
Sold.
Yeah, right.
Sold.
Yeah, sorry. We'll bring it next time. Yeah, it's gonna be after Valentine's Day, but we
That's
will bring
okay.
you.
Absolutely.
Cupcake might be stale.
And then we've got others that have like, fresh strawberries, and there's one with chocolate covered strawberry on it. So there's little snacks that come with those drinks too.
Yeah. We had fun with it. Lots of pink and red sprinkles and things like that on it. So
They're very aesthetically pleasing
Yeah.
for Valentine's Day.
Very
so
nice.
all the
And they
gals,
taste good too.
yeah.
Would either of you pair a chocolate strawberry drink with a bratwurst?
I don't know where that came from.
Yeah, now I need
Where'd
to
that
know.
come from, Stricky?
I have no clue where that came from.
Couldn't have been you, I'm guessing. No.
I mean,
never.
I like both, I guess.
Might as well. Why not? I support you.
There we go. Now.
That sounds like something I would do. I'm not gonna lie.
Yeah, you should see her concoctions in the kitchen. I don't know.
Something you would throw
They're
together. Yeah.
They're tasty.
Yeah.
Okay.
They don't.
Would
look
anyone
tasty.
back you up on their taste? Or is that just
You
a
know
personal
what? I don't think anybody's actually been willing to try them.
I was just gonna say that.
No, but that's because they're not ballsy enough to just try it. Trust. They don't have any trust in me.
Another thing that people are maybe scared to get back out there for, dating. You
Yes.
go for it, but you guys are trying to set people up. You're doing your thing for Valentine's Day. Walk us through what's going on at the upside.
So Sunday, a couple days after Valentine's Day, so maybe your Valentine's Day person didn't do very good.
You need a backup.
And you're ready to move on. No, we're gonna do kind of like a speed dating thing. We're calling it bartender. And we'll do different age groups if it goes well, but this one is 35 to 45.
35 to 45.
Yep.
Okay.
So
That's in my range. I'm only 35, so yeah, that works.
Oh, see, we'll see you there.
That
Then.
yeah, we'll
works.
see you there. Sign
Put
up.
your name down.
And so, what else about it?
We're hoping that people will sign up beforehand just so that we can guarantee we want there to be equal opportunities for everybody.
Yeah.
And our goal is to have 20 males and 20 females. And it's $20.
Comes with your first drink and then some appetizers or little snacks things. at
I'm
the
super
table.
excited to make
Yeah.
little snacks.
Yeah.
I'm so
Okay.
excited. I'm
What are-
gonna go all out. So
Do we know what you're thinking for snacks?
I don't want to give it away,
Okay.
but definitely once again, especially for the gals, they'll be super cute Valentine themed
Yeah.
ones for sure.
What you probably do and give out is how people in the 35 to 45 demographic can sign up for this. What's the best way to be one of those first 20 people?
So calling the bar is the best way, so you can reserve your spot. Just pay with the card. I've had a few people message on Facebook and Instagram and stuff, and I just refer to calling the bar, and they'll take your information down. The sign up sheets there. So first to call is the first to get the spots. Once they're full, they're
What's
full.
that phone number?
I think you ask us this every
Yes,
time.
I know it's 402.
I'll get it in 1 second.
What was
we'll
the
come back
idea?
to that.
Yeah, what was the idea for speed dating? How did this come up as a possibility for you guys?
Well, I mean, I guess in my own realm, I've been single for way too long. And dating, it's just no fun. Dating on the apps and all that. I just can't do it anymore. I'm like, well, it sounds. And I was reading a bartender Facebook page that I'm part of, and somebody was had this idea on there. They're going to do their bar in a whole different state, and I was like, oh, we should try that. And it just sounds fun. So
I think it's a great idea
Yeah.
because I feel like in my day and age, right? It's only been on the apps and you see movies or hear about the speed dating things, but I've never seen it in real life and in real time. So I think it'd be a really cool way to just, disconnect and meet people in person, and it's more genuine, so
and they're all there for
Like-
that too, and they're not just a robot or they're not
Getting
100
catfished or
pounds
anything?
heavier or whatever.
Right.
Yeah, but that's the thing. I know I'm not going to hold you too much longer, but when you're talking about speed dating and you're talking about meeting somebody, it does that come with just being a part of the microwave generation where, or do you feel your intuitions in meeting somebody just get right to the point, right to the matter? This is what I like. This is what I do. This is what I'm feeling. What about you? What is it about the speed dating thing as opposed to the old method of just seeing somebody, taking your time, going and hanging out? Because you said dating stinks, and I'm single too, so I get it.
I think that I can be shy at first, so for me to walk up to somebody that I intrigues me or whatever, it's hard to do that. So this, everybody's there for that. You might still be nervous, but they're there too for the same thing. And I just kind of pop around, and I don't know. I always hope that people will just they'll feel a spark if if it's meant to be there. If not, then they move on. So
Okay.
right.
I'm seeing
Right.
Well, I don't know. This is different for me because obviously you've been in the dating realm much longer than I have been, but
so much longer.
not that much longer. Dang, I'm sorry, I didn't mean to do that.
Everyone's catching strays from Hannah out here today. I'm seeing 402-904-4162.
Yeah,
Does that sound right?
That sounds exactly right.
Yes,
Yep.
that's perfect.
402-904-4162 if you want to be a part of a speed dating bartender, as they are calling it, down at the Upside Bar and Lounge, 2801 Pine Lake Road as well. And
I'm
that's
in
going
love
on,
with a bartender.
Oh, there you go.
and that'll be the 16th, so a week from Sunday.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. Get in ASAP, 402-904-4162. UFC tomorrow, Super Bowl on Sunday, and then speed dating a week from Sunday. Check it all out at the Upside Bar and Lounge. Elena, Hannah, good luck with that.
Yeah, we'll
Thanks
need
for
it.
having
Going to be a
us.
lot. Hope it goes well. That'll put a bow here on the Block. Thanks for tuning in all week at our new time here at 3 to 5. On the other side, I'll be with Jay Foreman for an hour. Then we got the Corner 3 and high school hoops. Lincoln East versus Lincoln High coming your way all yet tonight. For the crew, I'm Austin. We'll talk to you again soon.
This is Lincoln's home for sports talk on the FM dial. Also online at theticketfm.com.